His political resume is lengthy and impressive. And right now, Dennis Kucinich is getting ready to make an announcement about the upcoming Cleveland mayoral race. Tonight's announcement comes months after he filed paperwork with Cuyahoga County Board of Elections to let him raise money for a potential mayoral bid.
3 News' Lena Lai is live in Tremont, where he's expected to give his announcement any minute. Lena, rarely do politicians call the media together for a big announcement if they're not going to run. So I guess that's a giveaway, right?
Yes, that is a giveaway. He is indeed going to run for mayor just now, gathering at the podium right now, just stepping up to the podium. There he is, former Congressman Dennis Kucinich. To his left, his wife. You know, Dennis Kucinich, certainly very much a familiar name in Northeast Ohio politics, having served as mayor for 2 years in the 70s, congressman in the late 90s and early 2000s, not to mention running for Ohio governor, U.S. Senate, and U.S. president in between. Now he is circling back to where his political career began and in his bid to become the next Cleveland mayor. Now, Kucinich, if you didn't grow up in the 70s, he was the youngest mayor ever elected to a major American city. He was 31, but, you know, his youthful appearance earned him the nickname Boy Mayor. His tenure, often described, quite honestly, by many as quite the disaster, characterized by constant feuds with his city council, even fired his police chief during a live TV news conference at one point. But then in the late 90s, he ran and won a seat in the U.S. Congress and served as a longtime congressman, first elected in 96, and then eventually lost his seat to current Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur. You know, had a couple of failed bids for U.S. president, but now he's back. He's 74 years old now, and it'll be interesting to see what he has learned over his time, over his long political career, especially after 42 years now since he was first mayor. See what he's more contemplative right now at the age of 74. So we'll hear a little bit more of what he has to say coming up on our 6 o'clock show, and of course more coming up at 11. Guys, back to you.
Lena, incredible. 42 years, and he's trying to run for that office one more time. Lena Lai, live from Tremont. Lena, thanks. We'll see you soon.